Welcome everyone, this is Manu Kaushik and I hope you all are doing very good. So guys, today I'm going to give you IELTS speaking tips. But before going into the tips in details, first we should look at the overview of the test. So as most of you guys would be knowing, the duration of the test is just 10 to 15 minutes. And it has 3 parts, task 1, task 2 and task 3. In task 1, they'll ask you get to know you questions. Get to know you question means the questions would be simple. They'll ask from where you are, what you do, such type of questions which you already know the answers. In task 2, they would give you a question. In this, you need to prepare just for 1 minute and you need to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. It would be a monologue. Monologue means only you have to speak. They won't ask you question. They'll just give you a question and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Now in task 3 you need to give long answers and the questions for this task would be related to the monologue which you gave in task 2. Okay guys, now we'll look into all the tasks in details. Now we'll look into the task 1 tips in details. So we'll start without wasting any time. So the first tip is 3 to 4 line answers. So what you need to decide that you always have to give 3 to 4 line answers. Okay, and you can see the last tip here, never give 1 to 2 words answer. So these two tips are actually the same. So when they ask you, do you play? So you should not give answer like yes or no. You should give answer like yes, I love playing basketball. I was the school captain during my higher secondary and senior secondary, and in one tournament I got man of the series award. So likewise you have to give 3 to 4 line answers and never give 1 to 2 words answer. Okay? I hope you would have understand. And now you need to prepare these 5 topics very well. The topics are work, study, family, interest, and hometown. So, how you need to prepare these answers? You need to prepare the answer for these topics in 3 to 4 lines. Okay? So, if they ask you about your work, then you should say, my name is John. I'm working for so and so company as a so and so, whatever your post is, and I'm working in this company for last 4 to 5 years. So likewise you need to give 3 to 4 line answers. This is a very important tip which most of the guys don't follow. Now we'll come on the third tip. The third tip is first question. So when you as soon as you enter inside the examination hall and examiner will ask you to sit down, then the first question the examiner will throw at you at, tell me about yourself. So you need to prepare this question very well. Okay, you need to practice. You practice in front of mirror whatever you do, but you prepare this question very well. Tell me about yourself. You can give, okay, I'll give you an example. You can give answer like, hello, my name is John. I'm a student. I'm doing my bachelor's in architecture and I love playing basketball. Okay, so you can follow the same pattern but prepare this question very well. Okay, after the first question they'll ask you 4 to 5 more questions. Not 4 to 5, you can say 3 to 4 questions from the same topic. Suppose you have, in the end you said I love playing basketball. Okay, now then they will change the topic and they will ask you questions about basketball. If you don't say you love playing basketball, then they will continue on your studies. Okay, they'll ask you the next 3 to 4 questions from the same topic which you gave in the first answer. Okay guys, the last tip I have already given you, never give 1 to 2 words answer. As you guys would already be knowing, you have to give 3 to 4 line answers. Okay guys, I hope you would have understand all these. Okay, we'll revise once more. You need to give 3 to 4 line answers. Never give 1 to 2 words answer. Okay, you need to prepare these 5 topics very well because there are high chances of getting these topics in your speaking test. Now you need to prepare the first question, which would be tell me about yourself 90% of the time. So prepare this question very well, and whatever you say in your first question, the next 4 to 5 questions would be related to your first answer. Okay, Now we'll look into the task 2 in details. Now we'll talk about the task 2 in details. In task 2, as you guys would be knowing, you would be given a cue card. In cue card there would be a question, and along with that question there would be few points. Okay, so you would be given 1 minute to prepare notes and 1 to 2 minutes to speak. Okay, so now we'll look into the tips. So the first tip is make notes in the allotted time. As you know, you are given 1 minute to prepare your answer. So you need to make use of the allotted time. You need to take down all the points. You need to decide the order in which you have to speak about the points. Okay. So make notes in the allotted time. This is very important tip, friends. I have seen many guys don't following it. Okay. Now moving on to the next tip. Do not miss any point in the question. As I have told you, with question you'll get few points. Okay, if you are missing any point, then you are going to get negative marks on your task achievement. So you should not miss any point in the question. Okay, now the third point, use idioms and phrases. This is a very important trick, friends, because if you use idioms and phrases, then it shows that you have lexical resources, you have range of words. You can use idioms like history repeats itself, or it is a famous saying that. So try to learn few idioms and phrases. Okay, learn some 5-6 idioms and phrases and try to use those idioms and phrases in your task 2. Now coming on to the fourth point, try to give conclusion in 2 minutes. As you know, you would be given 1 to 2 minutes to speak. So if you give a conclusion within 2 minutes, then it is going to create a very positive impact on examiner, that you have finished. If you are giving a conclusion, then it means you have understood the question and you have finished what you need to do. So in your task achievement you will be marked full. Okay. Now the fifth tip, which is very important, what you do is take mock questions and in your phone keep a recorder, and while you speak record your answer and listen to it, and whatever the problem is, correct it. Okay, now we'll revise once again. Make notes in the allotted time. You need to make notes in the time allotted, which is 1 minute. Okay, do not miss any point in the question. In that 1 minute you take down the order, and you should make sure that you don't miss any point. Now the third point, use idioms and phrases. Learn 5-6 idioms and phrases and try to use it while you speak. Okay, try to give conclusion. For this you need to practice. And how you practice? You can keep a recorder in your cell phone while you give mock answers. Okay, and whatever the problem is coming, you can correct it. Now we'll look into the task 3. Now we'll talk about task 3. As you guys would be knowing, task 3 has the highest weightage and it is the longest part in speaking module. Okay, so in this task you would be asked questions on the basis of your monologue. It means on the basis of your task 2. So the question in the task 3 would be related to task 2. So here we see, in this you need to give elaborated answers. Elaborated answers means you have to give long answers. So what you decide, that you always give 4 to 6 lines answer. Okay, and how you can give 4 to 6 lines answer? You can give answers by giving examples. So what happens is, you can give example like car, like suppose you are talking about some technology, and you can give example like, for example, washing machine. It is decreasing the human effort many folds. So that's how you elaborate your answers, by giving examples. Now the third point, which is a very important point, that you should not miss any point in the question. They will ask, how they will ask questions in this task. They will merge 2-3 questions together and they will ask you. They'll ask like, okay, what are the shortcomings and benefits of using cars? So if you give answers which gives only the benefits, then you are going to get less marks, because you are not achieving your task and you are not giving the full answer. So you should not miss any point in the question. You should listen the question properly and you should give all the points. You should answer all the points of the question. Now, when you need to give two answers, you can always use connectors. So these connectors can be, however, on the other hand, despite this, suppose you need to talk about two opinions. So first you give one opinion, and then you use a connector like this is the opinion, however, then you give other opinion. Okay, so we'll revise once again. In task 3 you need to give elaborated answers. Elaborated answers means 4 to 6 line answers every time. Okay, don't forget this. And to elaborate your answers, you can give examples of whatever example is coming to your mind, you can give it. Now, in this third point, you should not miss any point in the question. It is very important that you should not miss any point in the question. If whatever they are asking, you need to give answer to that question. And you can always use connectors to elaborate your answers, to give all the points in the answers. That's how you do it. So in task 3, actually all the tips are related to task 2 and task 1. So task 1 tips and task 2 tips are almost the same as of task 3 tips. But in this, the major difference is you need to give elaborated answers. I hope guys you would have understood all this, and I wish all the very best to you for your speaking test. Subscribe for more videos. Thank you.